Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There we are.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, always. Hello, my name is Cindy, and I am half the gathering companion this morning. Welcome to SSUC. We are a beautiful mix of spiritual seekers, and we're here, united in and by community. Welcome to this gathering, and for those of you in the room, and especially for those of you online. If you're trying to find a group of people seeking to live inclusively or wanting to focus on what it means to be our best selves, welcome. We're individually and together helping each other, we are trying to help each other live deeply and express compassion and care, to work for justice and simply make a difference in our own lives and in our world. Welcome to a place to be who you are and who you're becoming. And just as you are, there's no guilt, no requirement to be this way or that, but part of a community building a safer place for all people, all sizes, all ages, all colors, all genders, all cultures, all sexualities, all religions or none, all abilities, all people. I love those words. Welcome.
And we light this candle because we celebrate light. The light of wisdom among us today in each of us, the light of wisdom that stretches back farther than our memories, to the reaches of creation, to all we've known and loved. The light of wisdom that encompasses and encircles Abraham and Moses, Jesus of Nazareth, the Christian tradition, that encircles Muhammad, Buddha, and the wisdom of spiritual endeavor. Yes. Thank you, Bridget. We're glad you're all right. Okay. No, you're going to sit down and be well. Okay. We are community, and so we ensure that we're all okay. As I said, the light is in each of us. It's the spark of ancient and future universe within us. And so it's also this light that connects us with all who have gone before. And with each we share this life. So may this light and our lights remind us always of our worth and our connection to each other. May it remind us of the aspirations we have to live our values: compassion, love, memory, and hope. This is our common journey. Welcome to each of us.
Spirit Hello, my name is Margaret Swietink, and I welcome us to the traditional lands of the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people, where we join our footsteps with the Cree, Blackfoot, Nakota, Sioux, Iroquois, Papas-Chase, Denetah, Saulteaux, and others. As part of the land acknowledgement, I'd like to introduce myself. I was born in Hamilton, Ontario, the fourth daughter and only one born in Canada of Dutch immigrants. I never learned about our First Nation history. Last week, we went to a Tom Wilson concert. Tom is a well-known Canadian singer-songwriter by whom we've been inspired for many years. Tom grew up in rough and tumble Hamilton. He is 64 years old, and 10 years ago, Tom learned a secret. He had been adopted by his white family. His home had been good and loving, but in the midst of living a life of struggles, another truth revealed itself. Tom learned he was Mohawk. He embraced this and talked about the Six Nations, Brantford, the Grand River, Caledonia, and other places that I've known and lived in. Hearing some of Tom's story touched me deeply. We live and gather now here in Saskatoon and Edmonton, travelers on Turtle Island and settlers on our adopted home, Treaty 6 territory, which spans the central west portion of present-day Alberta and Saskatchewan. We offer our gratitude to the First Peoples and the Métis for their care of and teachings about our earth and our relations. May we honor these teachings in who we are and what we do and say. I trust my heart, and I am a work in progress. I commit to being curious, interested, attentive, and searching in teasing out all truth, because I am part of the story too.
Gathering, honoring, remembering where we meet. Our deep respect for history, healing still incomplete. Earth people's land long before, relationships to restore, enriching and reconciling ways we live and dream for more.
We'll share some invitations and some news of the community as we gather on this Sunday. And I want to start with a huge thank you to all who have brought socks for our October campaign for Operation Friendship, making sure seniors in the inner city of Edmonton have warm socks as winter begins. It might be deceiving as you see the bin as you walk in, because every week it's about half full. But no. You have not just collected half a bin worth of socks. There are 2.5 garbage bags, big ones, full of socks, as well as what you've placed in the bin today. You have done amazing work, and we'll have a little tally and a thank you next week for sure at the end of our October campaign. Thank you, all of you. There's a few other announcements to say today. Thank you, Joyce, for what you bring.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Joyce Matson, and I'm currently chairing the Implementation Committee. Now, those of you who were at the meeting in August know that that was part of the plan to move forward from the transition team report. And I want to let you know there is a team, and we are very busy working. And the members of the team include myself, Joanne Van Beek, Bill Hibbard, Debbie Mooney, Paige Reeves, Aaron Robinson, Janet Campbell, and of course, Chris. We also have some other supporters who we can call on when we need some very specific and special advice. And those are Kim Boyce, who does the books for us and can give us guidance around that. Esther Oakes, who is chairing the M&P committee, providing information for us. And Zoe Chaters, who is a part of the Emberwood team and has agreed to come and give us some help and advice as we're dealing with the LGBTQ+ communities. So I want to let you know we have met several times already, and we're taking our time to discuss the roles that were identified by the transition team so that we can develop some common understanding of what we would expect of new staff, what their role would be, what kind of reporting structures we need to have in place as a community, and how they would relate overall to the team. Now, Esther has provided us with information about the United Church policies, so we can make sure we're following the rules and staying within those borders. It is my hope that we can have some job descriptions created over the next couple of weeks, and then we can actually begin the recruitment process. And in my mind, with any luck, we will have some staff at some point in early January. So I have to say, it's really exciting to be mapping out a plan for the future of this community and the online community. And we're all excited about the possibilities. It comes up all the time in our discussions. They're very rich. And we do appreciate all of the support we get from you and from the board. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Karen Henderson. I'm sure most of you have heard now about our artisan market and cookie tea that is coming up December 2nd. We are still looking for additional bakers and treat makers. As previously mentioned, we have decided we want to go with maybe fewer items, but when we say fancier, what it means is maybe your shortbread has some sprinkles on it. What we want is, when you look at a cookie tray, what is it you're likely to pick out first and make some of those? So I'll be at the back of the church after service, taking more people for sign up. Also this year is not a cookie walk. We will be packaging up the cookies. We'll put bows on them, make them look pretty and attractive, and we'll see how that approach goes. Second announcement has to do with the kitchen. We have a new sanitizer, it's pretty easy to use. There's a big sticker on the front telling you how to use it. But there have been some challenges over the past few months. Just make sure you leave the kitchen the way you found it. So when you're done with the sanitizer, make sure you drain it. With the, again, sticker on the front tells you how to do that. If you have any problems, come see me. Make sure counters are wiped down, the usual. But this is just a reminder to make sure that we leave it in good repair for the next group that uses it. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Just some trivia this morning, and the trivia has to do with our event that will be happening this Friday at 6:30. It's our jukebox event. 7? 6:30 door, right?
Nope, 7.
Oh, 7. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. I think most of the audience here are in the boomer stage. Am I correct? Or maybe pre-boomer? But you know, I was checking on on Google last night, and you know what? There's about 5 songs in the top 100 from Rolling Stone magazines that are baby boomer songs. Now, I'll let you know which one. Aretha Franklin, Respect. A wonderful song, 1967. A Chain Is Gonna Come, Sam Cooke. Bobby Dylan, Rolling Stone, right? Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, man? You know, what's going on? Strawberry Fields by the Beatles, of course, and Fleetwood Mac, Dreams, 1977. So, you know, us baby boomers, me included, have contributed so much to music in those era. And hopefully, Aaron, I think Aaron's here, that he will sing some of those. Wonderful, wonderful. But there's one you probably don't know, which is the most popular requested song. It's called It's a Small World. That you probably don't know. Your kids? Number 1 song in the world, requested, most requested. So on Friday evening, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have lots of entertainment and some international flavor food, some of which you may have not tasted, but give it a try. It's very interesting, okay? Maybe I shouldn't use the word interesting. Tasty. Speaking of food, just last Friday or Thursday, I was in West End Mall, and I wanted to drop into my friend Ten Kai at his restaurant in West End Mall. He was busy with preparing his chefs. I don't know if you've been to a Japanese restaurant, but fantastic experience, food-wise and entertainment-wise. And I think 10K is probably, you know, he was dressed up in the samurai outfit. Oh, that's the samurai outfit. And he's got this 12-inch butcher knife flying around on this tea-pan table, which is hot and, you know, splashing with oil and everything. And I said, you know, imagine a public place like that, having a knife flying around and you're not being arrested. I can't imagine. But that was an amazing experience for me. So just a small reminder, again, we need a few more volunteers, especially for Friday morning for setup. And also, we need somebody to collect donations that evening. So somebody that's very responsible, and I'm sure lots of responsible people in this group. So please sign up when we finish today. So again, thank you very much. We've got a good attendance right now. We're going to approach 100 by today, I'm sure. So hopefully we'll exceed that. Okay? Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Good morning, I'm Pam. The band has prepared a piece for Music for Going today, and we invite anyone who loves to dance to stand and dance with us while we play.
Rebecca, you've got an invitation for us. Come forward, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to welcome and celebrate Nancy. Some of you have come on Monday when Nancy had her honorary doctorate. And so what we would like to do is after today's service. We're going to ask for anyone interested to please stay after service, and we will enjoy some cake and celebrate Nancy's new appointment. Thank you.
This is our time for all ages, and I would welcome anyone to come forward to the carpet. Come however you like. On all fours, on 2 feet, quickly, slowly. Let's make room for everyone. Okay, perfect. Come on in, have a seat. Hello, everyone. I want to talk about Halloween. Who likes Halloween? Put your hands up if you like it. Do you, put your hands up if you're not very happy about Halloween. Some of the adults are kind of like, well, maybe. I don't want to ask you about your costumes this year, because that would take a long time to ask you all of that. But you don't know. Okay, perfect, because I'm not asking you. What would you, I want to ask you, though, if you have a favorite costume from the past. Do you have a favorite Halloween costume? What is it? A doctor? Plague doctor. Spooky. Do you have a favorite, Tyler? A Grim Reaper.
I have the Grim Reaper costume, but not the staff.
I see. You don't have the staff. Well, you are a staffless Grim Reaper. Any other favorites? A scary ghost! Yikes! Do you have a favorite? What is it? A paper bag princess. Wow. This is a costume from literature. Excellent. Halloween is a very old holiday. Did you know this? Yeah. It's very old. Yeah. It started a long time ago, a long time ago. It was called something different way back then. But ancient people decided that this is the time of the year that would be good, not only to celebrate like when all of the crops come off of the field, good to celebrate that this time of year, but it's also a good time to celebrate and honor people who have died. Now, you can imagine that that's kind of why we get a lot of spooky costumes this time of year, like ghosts, like zombies, like Grim Reapers, because we're talking about dead people. So this goes back years and years and years, hundreds, thousands of years. So eventually, the church decided, hey, we like talking about dead people too. So the church decided, you know what, we're at this time of the year, we're also going to talk about all the people we've known that have died, because we want to remember them. That's a lovely thing. And then the years and years go by, and the two kind of got smushed together. So we have Halloween, and we have a celebration in church, kind of like what we're doing today, where we get to remember by name some of the people we've known and loved, like grandmas and grandpas and uncles and aunts who have died. And that's very sad, but when we say their names, we get to remember them. And it all happens right around this time of Halloween, and it's really lovely. So I just wanted to well, should I show you these pictures? I brought some pictures. Ooh, yes. This is my scariest costumes from when I was a child. Do you want to see?
Yes.
Okay, So, this is the lamest ghost you've ever seen in your life. Someone just threw a sheet over me, and that was my ghost costume. But I was very young. Look how young I was. And then, a pretty spooky skeleton, but really all that was a fancy garbage bag over my winter coat. The middle one, though, I mean, you might not guess what I am. It looks like a zombie. It's the Incredible Hulk, yes. I know. Well, do you know what? Photography wasn't what it was now, so you can't see that my face is green and my hair is green, and my hair stayed green for a week. Oh my gosh. So you know what? There's a lot of ghosts, there's a lot of ghouls, there's a lot of monsters at Halloween. It's okay to be a little bit scared, but I hope you're not too scared this Halloween. Not too scared, just a little bit. I'll tell you what, the monsters and all the dead and ghoulish things at Halloween, they remind us, I want you to remember something. Don't be too scared because you're loved. That's important. And we remember that love in your family, in your community, and we're thankful for the people wherever, whether they're alive or whether we are remembering them because they're no longer alive. We can still be thankful for them. So I hope you have a good Halloween, everyone. Yeah, you're welcome. I remember love and light is with you today and on Halloween and all the time. So if you'd like to go to our children's program today, Kids Spirit, Ariane and Daisy are going to do some Halloween-y type things today. And you're welcome to join them. I think I'll stay here. Thank you. I would love to come. I would. What a kind invitation.
Our wisdom today, Grief by Mark Nepo, the Book of Awakening. A friend took me to the redwoods where the trees talk, and it was a thick-barked tree 500 or 600 years old that made me think that Grandma was near. It's been 12 years since she died, and though no one understands, I carry her behind my left eye where the spirit sees. I leaned into that ancient tree, making small noises. The laurel leaves rustled. The younger trees creaked along with me. I miss her terribly. And though I resist feeling the loss and emptiness of not having her around, when I lean into that grief, it always, in aftermath, makes everything more vibrant and more real. I've learned that grief can be a slow ache that never seems to stop rising. Yet, as we grieve, those we love mysteriously become more and more a part of who we are. In this way, grief is yet another song the heart must sing to open the gate of all there is. In truth, there is a small part in each of us that suffers. And as this part learns how to sing, we lose the urge to hide. Indeed, when one heart speaks, all hearts fly. This is what it means to be great, to speak what feels unspeakable and have it release what waits in all of us. These are the words from a contemporary Christian, contemporary spiritual writer and poet. May we find wisdom for our living.
Sing through our tears, we will dance through our pain. We will know joy and grief and joy in life's refrain. We will sing through our fears, we will dance through our pain. We will know joy and grief and join in life's refrain. When our sighs become our song, when our crying becomes rain, when our fears transform to hope, we will rise to sing again. We will sing through our tears, we will dance through
This is a story by Haley McGee. I plodded up the half-mile hill that led to my house, my backpack weighing heavily on my shoulders in the insistent summer heat. The mild breeze that drifted off the Boston harbor was a cruel joke, hinting at coolness, but offering no respite. Recently heartbroken, I felt tears streaming hotly down my cheeks for the third time that day, as the pain of my ex-partner's absence crashed swiftly on my heart. I reached out to a trusted friend, seeking solace. Sobbing again, I texted her, knowing she would decipher the pain behind my words. She hesitated for a moment before responding, "Duh." I hiccuped mid-sob, surprised. She went on, "Feel it. It's going to hurt. But every moment you're sobbing, you're doing the work. Every moment you're hurting, you're healing. The only way out is through this." I stared at the screen, digesting her words. That was the last thing I'd expected. I'd expected to be coddled or encouraged to look on the bright side. I'd expected to be force-fed an ice cream cone at Baskin-Robbins. This was different. For the first time in my grieving, I wasn't told to gloss over my feelings with a coat of rose-colored paint. Someone I trusted was encouraging me to feel my pain in its entirety. Through her eyes, my pain was valid and productive. I think it was my first step on my journey toward healing. We can find ourselves on this same trail as Haley at any point in our life. The death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, the loss of meaningful work, a lost pregnancy, grieving an animal friend, reliving our past trauma, the loss of our health and our mobility, financial stress, shifting realities, grief for the world, so many other places of pain. How many times in our culture do we find that, like the poet suggests, that there is a small part in each of us that suffers and has the urge to hide? Whether because we feel pressure from those around us to, quote, be okay, or because we ourselves wrap up our pain and our grief and our stress and bundle it tight and store it away somewhere, compartmentalize it. And we do it so well that we almost believe we've forgotten. Until. And there's always an until. Until it eats away at the walls of those compartments. Until it tears at our hearts long enough, until something triggers it all over again, and it comes spilling, pouring, cascading out of us. No, every now and then, we need the friend that says to us, feel it. It's going to hurt. But every moment you're sobbing, you are doing the work. Every moment you're hurting, your healing. Every now and then we need a poet to tell us to speak what feels unspeakable and have it release what waits in us all. Every now and then we need a poet to tell us that grief is yet another song that the heart must sing to open the gate of all there is. To put that in a different and perhaps a little more lighthearted way, here's a little comic strip by Liz Climo. It's important to acknowledge and celebrate your feelings. And so they have a stressed party. I want to share with you the story of Job, not really the whole story, but a little summary of it, if I could. The story of Job is such an interesting metaphorical treatment of pain and grief and suffering. It would take a lot longer than this today, and probably a whole series of reflections to unpack what wisdom that this legend might have. But in a nutshell, Job's story tells us that he lost virtually everything he had. His possessions, his children, dead. His health, gone. And his initial response was to rise up in shock, tear his clothes, shave his head, classic ancient signs of mourning and angst. Grief hits us all differently, after all. Right? As time went on, Job went through a process of searching for answers for why this happened, and then sinking into despair when he didn't find any answers. Because are there any answers? Hardly ever. And so Job's friends initially come to comfort him. I use friends loosely. Job's friends, in quotes, initially come to comfort him, but when Job didn't get over his grief quickly enough for them, or when Job didn't admit that he'd done something to deserve all this pain in his life, well, they got rather nasty. They only added to his pain with their words of blame and derision. So after all of Job's questioning and searching for the causes of his life's calamities, what does the story of Job tell us? Well, really absolutely nothing. This is a story without a resolution as to why terrible things happen. That's what makes this story so fantastic. It's not a rainbow and cloud, everything's going to work out in the end kind of story. It's a reflection first on whether one can remain faithful to the benevolence of life in the face of such tragedy. Can you keep going? The story of Job is first and foremost a story of permission to feel, to rage, to express pain and rail against the tyranny of unfairness, to feeling alone in it all, even as things make no utter sense at all. Job finds no answers. And the question we're left with is, will he carry on, trusting in life? The obstacle is the way. We will sing through our tears. We will dance through our pain, not despite it. We will know joy and grief and join in life's refrain. This is Job. Will we be able to join in life's refrain, even amidst the tears, even amidst the pain? And our hope is that in this way, the heart song we're learning to sing is an expression of all that's tucked away, closed off tight, all that's messy and chaotic and painful and terrifying in our lives. Can our heart sing through it? And our hope is that we won't shy away from it, that we'll have the courage to name our griefs and the deaths by which we're forged into open, understanding, and compassionate people. Why? Because to know what it is to hurt is to be able to attend to someone else's hurts. Our hearts break open to compassion when we know what pain is like. Will we be able to sing through it and sing for another through theirs? I'll say it again. We don't grow in health or healing or wholeness despite our griefs. We grow in health and healing and wholeness because of them. And we find our loves and losses mysteriously become more and more a part of who we are, as Mark Nepo says. Our griefs, our pain, they are us. By learning the song of our hearts, it's when our sighs can become our song. It's when our crying becomes the rain. It's when our fears can transform into hope that we can rise to sing again. In the miracle and mystery of life, we pause in this moment to create a space for gratitude, for memory, for sensitive understanding, and honest emotion. We step into the long tradition at this time of year of remembering and honoring those who have died, those we love and have loved, those who have given us a gift in their lives and in their living.
How great that we cultivate a spirit of resilience as we help each other heal our hurts, remember with gratitude, and go about the difficult work of grief. How fortunate to be part of a community that helps us all in transforming anguish into wisdom, pain into beauty, failure into freedom, guilt into understanding.
As we enter into this ritual, we invite you. After each series of names are read, we will share the words on your screen. All who light the path before us, in which you are welcome to respond, we receive your light.
We now affirm that those who have died live on in our hearts, our spirits, our memories, our actions, our living. We remember those beloved ones of our community with deep, deep gratitude. Louise Adams, Ronald Adams, Wendy Adams, Eleanor Aiken, Margaret Ann Armour, Bertha Ayers, Brian Barkwell, Kevin Barkwell, Rick Barkwell, Charles Bidwell, Noreen Blackerman, Andrea Brodeur, Alvin Buckles, Mona Buckles, Patricia Campbell, Ross Campbell, Lucy Cheng, Nick Cheng, Sharon Costel, Al Craig, Janice Kramer, Jane Cumming, Cameron Cunningham. All who light the path before us, we receive your light.
Ron Dugan, Dennis Dubé, Stephen Dufresne, Trevor Dykeman, John Evans, Diane Evans, Joy Faust, Eleanor Fisher, Amy Fontaine, Margaret Foth, Phyllis Fowler, Eleanor Gilchrist, Bob Hetherington, Neil Hibbard, Charles Hickman, Fern Hickman, Margaret Hickmet, Anne Hook, Chris Hook, Barbara Hurl, Larry Hurl, Wilda Hurst. All who light the path before us,
We receive your light.
Arnie Johnson, Bob Jordan, Jean Jordan, Shirley Junk, Andrew King, Jean Kabilka, Ken Kabilka, Philip Krayenhoff, Enid Kuhn, Dennis Lane, Pat Larson, Lorne Lee, Rhiannon Levesque, Beryl Lebro, Jim Lockhart. All who light the path before us,
we receive your light. Doris Mackay, Jack McCracken, Anna McDonald, Robert McDonald, Debbie McDougall, Jan McKelleney, Gord McFadden, Katie Mitchell, Christopher Nielsen, Margaret Nethercutt, James New, Lori Odson, Bob O'Hara, Michael O'Hay, Ronald Oko, Jim Patton, John Powell, Kathy Pym, John Ramatar, Leota Rash, Thomas Rash, Margaret Redshaw, Ian Richards, all who light the path before us, we receive your light.
Harold Sager, Virginia Sauvé, Dawn Sawyer, Jeffrey Schweitzer, Bob Seal, Marion Sagan, Raymond Sagan, Jeanette Sanuta, Harold Shepard, Edna Shirk, Harry Shirk, John Smearer, Martin Smearer, Ken Smith, Margaret Smith, Ruth Spears, Wendy Spears, Gerald Steves, Verna Steves, Rob Swanson, all who light the path before us,
we receive your light.
Jeannie Thompson, Sylvia Thompson, Angela Valley, Edith Valley, Ted Valley, Wally Walpole, Millie Waring, Richard Waring, Mika Wharton, Paul Wharton, Ken White, Ken Williamson, Iva and John Wood, Mary Woodbury, Michael Warren, Thelma Warren, Cameron Wright, Barb Wright, Jerry Wynn, Gwen Yates, Dennis Young, David Zingle, all who light the path before us, we receive your light.
And now in this moment, we leave some silence for us to hold close the names that have not yet been spoken, losses you've experienced, loves that you grieve, and to cast our compassion and memory to those who have died near and far, the loss and grief among the whole human community. All who light the path before us, we receive your light.
In the shadows of loves and losses, may we remember the light of all who continue to shine. The significance of those who have died lives on and burns within us.
May our hearts stay open to ever an expanding future, even midst the changes and challenges before us. Peace shall be ours in the reality that death does not have the last word, because love is what lasts forever. May it be so.
Justice for all. When the strong winds blow and all that you know comes tumbling down around you, still hold on, keep holding on, hold on fast to love. Hold on fast to love. Hold on, hold on, hold on fast to love. Hold to compassion, hold to integrity, hold to justice for all. When the strong winds blow and all that you know comes tumbling down around you, still hold on, keep holding on, hold on fast to love.
so we go, as always, in the Spirit and in the light and in the actions of love. May we take the light not only of this day, but of the lives and the loves of our lives, and take their lights into the world. May we go forever changed by it.